Welcome to Bell-O-Ween, folks. Orange, black, Halloween ready. I hope you are too. I have a great workout for you today. So listen, the way this one's going to work is you're going to need 1 to 2 kettlebells, okay? I'm keeping mine relatively light so I can coach you guys. But we want to pick whatever your test size would be, okay? So I'm going to double 20s today, but you can feel free to use heavier, lighter, whatever works based on the move, okay? Some of you guys are going to need to adjust it according to the move that we're doing, all right? So first off, hello, everyone. My name is Alex Carew. I am a certified Strong First Elite instructor, beast tamer, and I also have been personal training and in the fitness industry for over a decade now. And yeah, I love what I do. I love sharing the kettlebell work. Maybe some of you guys have seen me do some posts and collaborations with the Kettlebell Kings, among other brands. Some fun things that are coming out. We have a book coming out with the Kettlebell Kings that's going to be released soon. My website's coming up to date, theformulafitness.com. So you'll be able to get all the latest and greatest. So if you like the style of coaching, I'm going to have plenty of material coming your way. We filmed it all. It's just finishing up touches of the voiceover, putting the website together, and it's all going to be there for you. But you can definitely look out for the book through the Kettlebell Kings. It's going to be coming soon. All right. It's going to be kettlebell for beginners. So if you need the basics, the movements that we're going to go through today, well, guess what? I have a whole series that's going to come your way to be able to do that. All right. So thank you so much for joining me wherever you are in the world. The way the format's going to work for this, we're going to get into the workout. If you do have questions, save it for the end. Okay. We like to do a little meditation, kick in the mindset. So we'll do a little meditation after the workout, and then we'll go into the Q&A. So if you do have the questions, I'm not going to see what you're writing to me currently because I will check it after the workout. All right. But keep them, hold them until later on. All right. And if you do have questions, you can feel free to message me at Alex Carew, ALEXKARU, or look at the Kettlebell Kings page. You'll see plenty of my collaborations on there. Just message me. I'm really accessible if you do have those questions. All right, cool. That's all the housekeeping work. I think we're ready to go today. We're going to have a little Halloween chippers workout today. All right. So the first move we're going to have is going to be our two-handed swing. All right. I'm just going to organize some things here. So two-handed swing, it's just a simple, you just need one kettlebell, all right? And we do this hard style, so we want to think maximal power. So we're expressing the hinge. Remember, the hinge, the butt goes back, you're getting your hips out of the way, and then you come tall, lock it into place, okay? That breath's going to happen right at that phase, all right? The reason we do that is because you're creating contraction. That contraction is going to keep everything really compact in your stomach, all right? So here's the way this works, all right? This is where we're going to get all Bell-O-Weeny on us, all right? So we're going to have 100 swings. Now, I know that sounds like a lot. You are not doing 100 in a row. Certain moves on this one, you're going to be capped, all right? So even though we're doing 100 swings, you are not allowed to do more than 20 at a time, all right? That's it. That's that simple, all right? So what I want you to do is I want you to grab a kettlebell now that you know you can swing for at least 20 times a go for theoretically 5 rounds, okay? But it equals 100, all right? I'm going to count it cumulatively, so follow along with the kid. All right, questions? Nope, I don't hear anything. All right, let's get that kettlebell ready. It's time to swing this thing 100 times. Let's kick off Bell-O-Ween. Let's get all spooky like. All right, here we go. Line it up. 5 seconds here, hands on bell. And 4, 3, 2, 1. 20 swings for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Park that bell safe and just shake it out and breathe. Okay, I'm going to do it too. I'm going to say hello. A little high five here, a little high five there. We're ready to rock this today. So I'm excited, guys. I like holidays, you know. I like getting it all spirited like. Hey, maybe you do too. Also, it's not gonna last. I can already see my fate, but I'm in the shade right now. It's actually really nice. I can tell you this sun's about to come out. We're here in Venice Beach, Southern California. The weather just loves it. Okay. So we did our 20. We're working into the road to 40, okay? All the way to 100. The way this works, the way this Bell-O-Ween workout works, you just chip away. We're working our way up to 100. All right, what do you think? You ready to go with me? Here we go. Let's line it up. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. There's 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Good. Park it safe and shake it. Whew. Okay, so a little breathing action right here as we're working through our 100 swings. Couple things to pay attention to. Remember, at the top of the swing, feet through the earth. Heels, balls of the feet, toes should all be pressing downward. So when you come up, it should be a downward motion. You shouldn't have any type of rockiness happening here. Ground your feet here. It's going to really help, all right? Especially as you start to move heavier weight, all right? I have a pretty lightweight, but like I said, I want to do this so I can talk the whole time I'm going here. Okay, so we got 40 down. We're going on the road to 60. When we finish this set, we'll be more than halfway. We love it. Ready to keep up? All right, let's do this. Here we go. 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. And park and breathe. So if you're like me, anything like me, it's the end of the week. Whew. I want to say it's my last workout for the week. I always tell everyone every Friday when they're like, hey, how was your day? Well, I quit working out until Monday. It's not entirely true. Play a little roller hockey down in Santa Monica. We play in one of the parking lots. I mean, how cool is this? We get to play under palm trees on the beach. Hockey, who would have thunk it? So I still have that to go today. But besides that, this is my last strength workout for the week. So hopefully, well, whatever, your week might look completely different. You might be at a different part in the week. That's okay. If you're keeping up with me, if you're getting all Halloween-y like with me, well then, guess what? I think it's time to sip some more pumpkin spice. Okay, road to 80 here. Let's have a little fun with it. All right, here we go. Line it up. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. Good. Whew. Okay, I'm going to do a little shakeout here. And this carpet I'm on right now, it was clean. I had a student out this morning. I had her swinging some bells. She brought a cute little dog, cute little puppy. He started chewing on some sticks. Made it a little messy, but you know what? We love the pups. We love babies. We love pups. We love them all. We love people in this world. Guess what? You have 80 down. That means you only got 20 to go. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit more time, not just because I feel like I need it, but maybe you do too. Okay, I'm not trying to rush because this is the way this works. It's your chipper. You move at your pace. All right. You don't even need to match me. I'm doing 20 at a time. You can go less. You do 10 and 10. I don't care how you break it up. I talk enough to be able to break it up. Okay. Here we go. Road to 100. Let's line it up. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. You only got 10 more. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay. Whew. If you kept up with me, That's 100 swings down. Nice work. Nice work. All right. I just caught a question. What weight? What weight should you be using? You should be answering that question. And I mean this. My weight has nothing to do with your weight. I've been swinging kettlebells for a really long time now, and it's gotten heavy. If I were to challenge myself with this one, because it's so many swings, maybe a 36, maybe a 40. Right now, guess what? I'm using a 20 so I can coach you in this class, all right? You match what works for you, all right? If I were to go maybe a 36 or 40, I don't think I'd be doing necessarily 20 at a time, or maybe I would be doing 20 at a time, but maybe my rest times would be a little bit more extended, okay? I'm trying to keep it so it's moving, all right? These are supposed to be workouts that most of you can fit. I'm trying to make the moves relatively simple, not easy, simple, so most of you can access it. But with that said, if you're having trouble, again, send me a message, all right? But yeah, base it on your weight, not mine, okay? My body has nothing to do with yours, all right? There is no standard weight. I mean, there's a test size bell for men that are 150 pounds and over, typically a 24, okay? Or 150 pounds to 215. 215 would be a 28 kilogram, all right? And then for those of you that are lighter than 150, maybe a 20 kilo, what I'm using right here, all right? And then for women, it's varied. You know, you might be swinging a 12, all right? That would be a test size for some people. Um, if you're, what is the weight on that? I want to say it's one under 120, something like that. Maybe it's even lighter. I don't know. And then it would be over that. I think it's like maybe it's 130. 130 or more, I believe you're doing a 16. All right. So that's the standards that have come up through the certifications I go under, but make your own standard. All right. If you're new to bells, take your time. Okay. All this is a nice way to stall because you just did 100 swings if you kept up with me. All right, so next up, we're gonna get into our goblet squats, okay? Now, are we doing 100? No, please no. All right, these are gonna take a little bit longer, so we're only gonna cut this in half. We're gonna go 50, all right? But I am gonna cap you guys at 10, okay? So you can only do 10 reps at a time. That means you have to park it in between each 10, no matter what. It doesn't, if you can keep going, I don't really care. Either if you can keep going, go up a weight class, all right? But please park in between, just shake it out because I want to make sure your form mechanics are really tight on this one. So I'm only going to give a little bit minor instruction here, but I just want you to pay attention to this. Think about taking your feet, corkscrewing them into the ground, okay? If you watch my knees when I do that, they externally rotate, all right? I know it's slight, but they externally rotate. When I go down now and descend my hips, you're going to notice with that external rotation, I'm going to actively be able to pull my hips down to the ground, all right? That's what I want to see from you, okay? So you want to be active pulling it down so you're not just falling, okay? I want to eliminate gravity from taking over. I want you to control them, all right? But then when you do come up, I want you to think about shooting up. Now, I just showed you a body weight squat. You could totally do that, but we're going to do a goblet squat today, okay? So that's a single kettlebell. For those of you guys that have lighter bells, maybe you can do a double racked position, all right? If you do, just make sure your wrists are straight. But I'm going to show a goblet position here, again. Base the weight on what you do, okay? For 10 at a time. If you could know what you could do for 10 reps, and if it's light, go up a weight class. If it's heavy, go down. You're losing form. Go down. No big deal. All right? Okay. We're going to go 10 goblet squats. That's just picking the bell up, elbows tight in, corkscrew in, active down, fly up. 10 at a time. 50 total. We ready for this? Bell-O-Ween, move number 2. Here we go. 5 seconds here. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to pull it in. Hup. 1. Hup. 2. Hup. 3. Remember that corkscrew. Hup. 4. Hup. 5. Hup. 6. Hup. 7. Hup. 8. Hup. 9. Hup. And 10. I'm going to park safe and bring it down. Okay. You might have noticed some of the breathing on that one. I'm taking a gulp in on the way down, and on the way up, you hear me, as soon as I change direction, it goes, hup, all right? The reason I add that is because if you look at the bottom, hup, see how hup, that hup gives you that little boost, all right? It's gonna get you firing up, all right? So you're gonna hear me do that every time. The key is though, whether you wanna have that grunt breath that I'm doing there, let it out, it feels good too. But if you don't, just breathe out on the way up, okay? It's that simple. What I like to tell people is when you're trying, that's when you breathe out. That's what you want to pay attention to. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. Road to 20 here. All right, all the way to road to 50. All right, but we're only doing 10 at a time. Here we go. 5 seconds here. Four, three, two, one. Active corkscrew. Hup. 11. Hup. 12. Hup. 13. Hup. 14. Hup. 15. Hup. 16. Hup. 17. Hup. 18. Hup. 19. Hup. And 20. And park it. Good. So you'll see me go fast and loose in between, like a boxer going into the ring, still ready to go, still primed. All right, just stay in the zone here. That's promise. That sun is starting to come out. I won't be able to see, but that's all right. I'm holding on to the shade as long as I can. I got a little sliver right here. Okay, we're moving. This one, here's the interesting part about squats or lunges for that matter, any real squat pattern. You don't really notice how challenging it is until you put the weight down. All right. So when I'm moving, I can do those 10. I'm like, that felt pretty good. Park the weight, heart rate shoots up. You might find that too. All right. So if this is a little too fast of pace or you have too heavy of a bell, now's a good time to consider going down. Or if it's too light, go up. Okay. Here we go. Round number 3, road to 30. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hup. 21. Hup. 22. Hup. 23. Hup. 24. Hup. 25. Hup. 26. Hup. 27. Hup. 28. Hup. 29. One more. Hup. And 30. Good. Okay. Only got 2 more sets. However you want to think about breaking it up. We're getting 50 total. You're 30 in. And as promised. Yeah, right here. A little heart rate check in. Yeah, it's working for me. It's working. It's beating. Okay. Doing great though if you're keeping up with the pace. All right. I know this is a hard workout, especially if you choose the right weight. All right. If it's easy, go heavier. Come on, what are we doing? We're here to work out today. Go at your pace that works so where you can hold the form. Okay. So we're 30 in. We're going on the road to 40. 2 sets left. We love squatting with our kettlebells. The goblet squat's just such a magical move because it relaxes your lats in, which connects to your stomach and holds everything tight. I mean, how beautiful is that? Way to activate your stomach as you're moving through a pattern. Your plank's going to improve. I'm guaranteeing you that. Okay, here we go. Road to 40. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hup, 31. Hup, 32. Hup, 33. Hup, 34. Hup, 35. Hup, 36. Hup, 37. Hup, 38. Hup, 39. Hup, and 40. Good. Okay, we're almost there. We got one more. You already got 100 swings in your belt. You have 40 squats under your belt. You're about to have 50. So pace yourself accordingly. And for those of you guys that are feeling festive, maybe like me, orange, black, I'm trying to look like a pumpkin. I was actually supposed to have my makeup done today, but unfortunately, my makeup artist slept through the call. So I just said, you know what? I'll do what I can to be pumpkin boy. All right, here we go. Road to 50. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hup, 41. Hup, 42. Hup, 43. Hup, 44. Hup, 45. Hup, 46. Hup, 47. Hup, 48. Hup, 49. Hup, and 50. And park it. Good. Okay, so shake it out. And as mentioned, if you're giving me feedback and you're typing to me right now, remember, I'm going to check your questions after the class, okay? I want to keep moving you guys through it, all right? But keep those questions either in the bank or when I'm going to say, hey, we're open for questions, please ask it again. Just copy and you can paste it. Okay, but you just did 50 squats right there. How good does that feel? Okay, so what we're going to do next, I'm going to grab this second bell because these next 2 moves, they're gonna require 2 bells, all right? Now, we're gonna keep a ballistic theme on this one, all right? And it's only because I'm using 2 bells, and when I do higher rep ranges, I prefer to do a little bit more ballistic, meaning I'm using power and I don't have to grind everything, all right? So we need to base our weights based on our overhead press, okay? But you're gonna be able to do a push press. That's where you dip down and then you drive overhead. All right. Now, pressing, I like to always be a little bit more conservative with this one. And it's just because I don't know where you're at overhead, going overhead, how your mechanics look. And it's really important that when you go overhead, everything's lined up. So from my wrist to my elbow to my shoulder to my hip to my knee to my foot, all in alignment there. If you're someone that has a hard time with overhead mobility, I'm sorry, but this isn't going to be accessible. If you're up here, now the bells are sitting over nothing. We definitely don't want that. All right. So it's really important that you have good overhead mobility on this one. If you don't, it's going to be really simple. I always like to give you a little modification if you need it. If you need to be able to build that strength overhead and you're coming forward here, it likely means you're a little weaker in the posterior part of your body, I mean, just the backside. And what you can do to strengthen that is literally just take 2 bells, hold them in a good position, a good rack with a straight wrist, holding it tight. All right. When I'm going through the reps where I'm doing 10 at a time, your job is just to hold the rack position. Okay. That's an option for you if you know overhead mobility is impossible. Otherwise, if you're able to do a push press, remember, you're going to just do a quick dip and then drive it over, lock out. And then I always go lights out. I catch it just like that. Okay. Keep your heels planted on the way down. They are going to come off on the way up. So when I drive, they come off and then I lock my legs into place. All right. That's especially if you're creating enough power, you're using the right bell size. If your heels are staying on, likely the bell isn't heavy. But remember, this is one motion. All right. This isn't a drive and then you grind to get it over. It should be straight over. If you're not able to do it, the bells are too heavy, go down a size. All right. But you need 2 bells on this one. Okay. So we're going to go 30 on the push press. And with this said, I'm going 10 at a time. If you have heavier bells, maybe go 5. Be smart on this one. You don't need to match. Even though I have 30 there, if you know that you have heavier bells, and sometimes we just don't have options. I'm lucky. I'm kettlebell rich. I have a couple of the 20s right here. I'm going to be able to go overhead. If I needed to go down a size, I maybe would use the 16s, or if I wanted to go up, I would use the 24s. All right. Maybe some of you guys only have a couple bells. That's okay. Go at the pace that works for you. That maybe means only 15 reps total. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. I think we'll recover from squats. Okay, let's get ready for that push press. Here we go. Double bell work. 5 seconds here. Let's clean it up in 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And park. Okay, so I'll give you a few cues. Let me let that heart rate come down real quick, real briefly. I'm gonna breathe for a second. Push presses always get me. Push press and jerks. Also doesn't help that I did a long cycle today with a couple 28s. I'd be lying if I told you I'm not sore from this week. I am. I'm very sore. Okay, a couple things you might have noticed on this one. And actually, I have a great post with the Kettlebell Kings about doing a push press versus a jerk, both being ballistics, okay? Now, one thing you're gonna notice, my grip is like this. It's a little bit looser, so I'm not gripping the bell so tight. And I put them into the handle, so they're digging into the handles like that. All right, and that allows me to be a little bit more springy going overhead, but not over using my forearms, okay? Because it adds up on this one. Wherever, I'm not saying we're trying to conserve energy, but there's no reason to crush our wrists on a ballistic. That's all the rationale behind that. Besides that, the other thing is when I go up, you're going to notice the breath, it's just a one motion, similar to your swing breath, okay? It's that when you start moving weight away from your body, that's when you want to create that, okay? Because you want to protect your back so that breath creates a contraction in that stomach, okay? There's your tip. All right, we're going on the road to 20 if you're keeping up with my count. All right, here we go. 5 seconds here. Let's clean those bells up in 4, 3, 2, 1, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. And park it. Okay, so quick shakeout. A little fast and loose. I need it today. I need to shake off those beads of water. It's a sunny boy. Okay, so I'm gonna breathe in between. A little on knee action because yeah, every time I do the push, my heart rate gets up. All right, so I talked about it briefly. One of the things you're noticing from an efficiency standpoint, I'm very springy in this move. Meaning when the bells come back down, I'm receiving them. So it's like this, and I receive them. My knees act as shock absorbers. Okay, that actually helps my flow and allows me to use less energy for a more ballistic move. Because rather than going up, which you could totally do this, and pulling down, I'm using more energy because there's a negative on that one. We're thinking about cutting the elevator shaft. If you're cutting the cord, those bells are coming down. In order to brace for that fall, you receive them in a really controlled, safe, springy manner. Okay. So it's almost like you're absorbing the shock of it. All right. So that's a little tip there. If you haven't heard that before, I always like to think of that. And that's actually really helped me understand, especially when I go with heavier weights, to be able to absorb it. Because when I start using heavier weights, sometimes it gets close to either body weight or a little less than that. So I have to be very mindful of being able to receive the bells in a very safe manner. Okay, let's keep going here. Here we go. This is the last round for me. Maybe it is for you. We got 10 more of those push press. 5 seconds here. Let's clean it up in 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Good. Okay. A little shakeout in between. You finish your push press. If you're still going or you're breaking it up differently, keep going here. I'm gonna take a second here. Just check in, see how you're doing. How's everything going? Thanks for joining me for this workout today. Oh, I'm having fun. It's been a good one. And let me make sure of something. It looks like, thank you for the feedback. On YouTube, let me just make sure. Um, I just want to make sure you guys have. It looks like there's no audio. Let me see what I can do. It's usually in this. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know how long. I know Instagram seems like it's working fine, but let me make sure because it was working, I believe. Simulation. Just bear with me because I need the rest anyway. This is fine for me. Okay. You know what? I might need to um, just reset my AirPods. Let's see if this works. All right. YouTube. Can someone let me know if you have audio? I guess it's hard to know. Let me try this. YouTube. Is anyone there? You have audio on your end. Thank you, Paul. All right. Don't scare me like that, guys. What do we got? You have audio. Okay. Thank you, Paul. All right. Guys, just make sure your phones and computers aren't muted. That's usually why the audio doesn't work. It's almost always human error. I'm going to take responsibility because it's usually I'm the human that makes the error. Okay. Let's keep it going here. Hopefully that was enough recovery time. So we got a nice little pump going. Anyone else? We got 2 moves left. Okay. So this next one is going to be our gorilla row. So I really like this one. It's a really nice setup because basically what you're doing, you're in a hinge position, but you're a little further over. Okay. So normally in a hinge, you'll be probably to here. With this, you're gonna be slightly more tilted. So when you row, it's gonna be a little bit more isolated on your back, okay? Now, we're gonna do one row at a time. So it's going to go alternating. So it's gonna look like this. You're gonna come right over the bells, line up. Okay, now you're gonna see I like a rotation, just feels more natural. So when I come up, it goes like that, and then I go the other side. I just row just like that. Really simple move. So whatever bells you need to row, we're gonna go 10 at a time, which is gonna be 5 and 5. You just gotta base it on that. All right. We're gonna stick to 50 reps on this one. It's gonna move pretty quick. All right. I'm not gonna take too long on this one because we should be able to go, but please pick a weight where you can hold the tension, no twistiness, hold the cylinder, you're pulling, and everything's staying pretty much intact. Got it? Let's do it. All right. Road to 10. Here we go. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shake it out. Okay. So I picked weights where I could keep moving. If your weight's a little light, go up a size. Now's the time to do so. If it's a little heavy, well, and you can't hold the technique, go down a size. All right. But what we want to do is complete the full motion. Elbow should pass your body at the top. Okay. If you have that range of motion. Some of you guys with tighter shoulders, maybe it is a little tough. Let's do it. Road to 20. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. And shake. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm starting to feel the burn in my lats. If you're pulling right, no shrugging of the shoulder. Keep your lats engaged all the way through the move. It should end up in this position here. So when you're here, you're seeing this, which is the same as this, okay? Which is the same as when you do a push, your elbow, shoulder, and wrist are all aligned. Same as you do a press, you end up aligned in this position, okay? It's all the same way. We're just changing angles of where we're pulling and pushing. That's all it is. All right, road to 30. Let's line it up. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Good. All right. Remember, we're working to 50. Pace yourself accordingly and pick bells accordingly. I don't know. That sounds smart. We're in our Bell-O-Ween, though. We're full on. We're down to the second last move. How good is this? How much fun are we having? Well, I am, at least, anyway. I hope you are too. Okay. We're going on the road to 50. What do you say we finish this strong? All right. Let's line it up. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Good. Okay. That part done. And just like that, we're down to the last move of the day. Okay, so I want to do a little combo action for this last one. All right, we're going to stick to only 20 reps. You're going to see why. What we're going to do is we're going to do a cycle through every time. So you're going to go, we're going to use 2 bells. If you need to use 1 bell, you can, but the push press is going to get a little tricky. Okay, you're going to go swing. Okay, you're going to clean it up. You're going to squat. All looks familiar. Okay, right here. You can step your feet in if you need to, or adjust the stance wherever you need. We're going to do a push press. Okay, right here. You're going to park. Okay, row, row. We're combining all the moves here. You see what we're doing here? I said 20. I want to be smart with this one. Let's see how we feel after 10. What do you say, guys? I think that's a smart strategy because this one's going to be a little bit of a cycle. It's going to take a little bit longer. All right. So remember, it's going to be swing, clean it up, squat. Okay. We're going to come from there, step it in. We're going to push press. Okay. We're going to park, and then we're going to row and row. Okay. So all looks familiar. It's a nice flow. We're combining a bunch of moves that we did. How cool is that? Okay. let's do this one. Base your weight based on your push press. That would be the one. If you do need a different bell to be able to row with, that's fine too. You might just need two separate sets. All right, here we go. We got 5 seconds. It's one per move. 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing, clean, squat, hup, push press, park the bells. We're gonna do 2 rows. 1, 2. That's 1 cycle. Okay, I'm gonna do a little shakeout. Yeah, I think I get this. We'll likely get to 10. 20 is just gonna take too long. Okay, I'm gonna just get you going though, because I want to give you a little coaching. I'm gonna let us keep flowing through it, flowing through the complex. I mean, all right. So I'm not gonna take as long in between each round, but some of the things to pay attention to: double bells. Keep that power. Remember, chest tight, lats should be packed. If it's too low, the bells are too heavy. If it's too high, your lats are unpacked. Pull them in. It's gonna hold it there. Okay. You guys know the push press. We went through that. And when you park it, we're just doing the 2 rows, 1, 2, just like that. If you saw, I just adjusted my stance. You might need to step forward. All right. That was only 1 round. We're going to get to 10 here, but I'm going to go at a more of a pace here. Okay. I just wanted to give you some instruction when you did 1 round with me. Here we go. 5 seconds here. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing. Clean. Squat. Hup. Push press. Park the bells. Okay. And then we're going to go into 1, 2. Okay. That's 2. Okay. Let's keep it going. You want to keep up? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Swing. Clean. Squat. Hup. Push press. Park the bells. 1, 2. There's 3. Okay. Take a little bit more time in between the sets. Whew. This one's gonna get it going. This one's gonna get it going for me. Maybe it is for you. So you'll see me in between rounds. We're just combining this beautiful little spooktacular workout. All right, we're at 3. Round of 4. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing. Stand it up. Squat. Hup. Push press. Park. And then row. 1 and 2. Good. There's 4. Okay. I'm gonna kind of do these at 2 at a time. Let's line this next one up. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing. Swing. Squat. Hup. Push press. Park. And row. 1 and 2. Good. There's 5. Halfway point. Now's a good time to tell you, be smart. Pick the right weight. Go down a size. Do what you got to do to finish this workout. Okay. Don't let the form go though. If I say do what you got to do, I don't mean lose your form. Do what you got to do adjusting your weights. Be smart. Okay. I'm blessed with just a couple 20s here. There's nowhere for me to go down. Okay. So if you're as blessed as I am, well, stick with what you got. All right. Round of 6. Here we go. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing. Swing. Squat. Hup. Push press. Park. Gorilla row. And gorilla row. Good. There's 6. We're going to get ready to go again. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing. Clean. Squat. Hup. Push press. Park. And row. And row. There's 7. Okay, shake out. I think this, based on the weight I'm using, 2 at a time is pretty good. Okay. It's going to work for me. Likely be able to finish at this pace. But again, it's because I got the right weight. Okay. You be smart. Okay. How are we feeling? We're almost there. We're grinding. We're chipping our way all the way up to 10. Okay. We got round 8 coming here. Here we go. Let's line it up. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing. Clean. Squat. Hup. Push press. Park. Row. And row. There's 8. Gonna get ready to go again. Take a little break, and we'll finish strong. Here we go. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing, clean, squat, hup, push press, park, and row, and row. 9. One round to go. One cycle. I want to make sure put a little effort. So I'm gonna not take too long, but just a little time. Because I know if I keep going, I won't have the form that I'm having. Okay. I want you to be smart with that too. Okay. Mentally prepped. You see me. I'm still focused. I'm still here getting ready to finish up the Bell-O-Ween workout. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. It's a little combo of every type of kettlebell work. Okay. Round of 10. Let's do this thing. 5 seconds here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing. Clean. Squat. Hup. Push press. Park. And the last 2 rows. 1, 2, and done. Nice work. And nice work. All right. Guys, Bell-O-Ween's complete. How good is that workout? That was a good one. I never always know because I write these. I've been programming for a while, but I never know how they're going to feel based on the weight. So you see, even for me, I have to adjust as I go based on the weight I'm using, all right? Some of you guys that maybe had a lighter weight were able to keep the flow going. And I mean lighter, not for me, for you, that you're maybe able to finish faster than me. That's okay. It's your chipper, all right? It's however many rounds you're going down, your reps, you got your pace, it's your weight, your body, use it. Okay. So I'm just letting that heart rate come down for a second. I always like to end with a little bit of mindfulness, a little meditation. It's a nice way to, wherever you're at, I'm finishing up my week right here, round out the week, kind of just bring my zen back in. Okay, so if you could, come on, find a comfortable seated position. I'm gonna remove the fleshy part of the butt, cross the legs, yogi fingers. I'm gonna put them on top of the knees. Let's feel that crown rise. We're gonna just close our eyes and we're gonna take a deep breath into the nose and out the nose. Even deeper in the nose and out the nose. Even deeper in and fully exhale. And as you continue to keep that breath nice and deep, every breath deeper than the last, start to find clarity into that mind, whatever stories or loops you might be running through. Now is a great time to just take a second, just breathe, let it all go, and just be. All right, guys, keep the eyes closed, keep the breath nice and deep. Start to just bring awareness back into your body, where you are in time and space. Just the awareness of your surroundings, but keep your eyes closed here. I want you to take your hands. I want you to put them over your physical heartbeat. Feel your heartbeat beating for you. Every rep you did all throughout the day. On average, this thing is going to beat for you about 100,000 times a day. And that was a great time to just bring some awareness into your heart, whatever you feel like it needs right now. Good. And from here, we can bring our hands to a prayer position in front of our chest. Let's just gently bow our head. And what I want you to do, if you could, pick one thing in your life or something coming up that you could, if you thought about hard enough, be truly excited about. What's something that you're excited about coming up in your life? Good. And when you finish that, you can bring your hands back to those knees. No rush. Whenever you're ready, you can start to blink the eyes open. Maybe the world looks a little brighter. I know it does for me. It's because my eyes were closed. It's definitely brighter now. All right, now's your time, folks. Q&A time. So we're open to questions. Whatever you got for me, anything that we went through in the workout that maybe came up that you weren't sure about, now's a great time. Let's see what we have question wise. Let's start with YouTube. So, Paul, you have some good questions. Yeah, what weight are you using? So, we answered that. Just base it on your body. All right. Swing wise, it's going to be what you could do 100 swings, but it's 20 at a time. So, you got to break it up. If you think of it, it's like 5 sets of 20. Okay. And then how long rest between each set. I use something called the talk test. Now, I know I'm not a good example of it because when I'm doing the talk test, when I'm coaching these classes, I am talking pretty much the entire time. But it's usually, generally speaking, when you can talk again, that's when you go again. Okay. So that's really based on your pace, on, what's going to work best with you. Good question. And let's see what else we got on. Let me see if there's anything on Instagram. See a lot of people join. I just want to see if you have any questions. If you do, now is a great time. If you do have any questions regarding kettlebells, who knows? Even if you have a question about my life, now's a good time to ask before we get out of here. If you're wondering about this cool shirt, this is on the Formula Fitness shop. I don't know how many I have left, but there's definitely a few tankers on there. It's got that whole California vibe. It's just a nice little, cool little branding right here. Hopefully, you guys like it. Um, let's see, what do we got here? Okay. Well, it doesn't look like we have too many questions today, so hopefully that means that I explained myself perfectly and you guys are more kettlebell enlightened. I don't know. Sounds good. But I hope you did enjoy your Bell-O-Ween workout. It was really fun doing this one and writing this one for you guys. And I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, I have a book coming out with the Kettlebell Kings very soon, so you'll be able to read that and learn all about the style of kettlebells that I teach and coach with. If you do have questions, again, like I said, I'm very accessible. Feel free to send me a message on Instagram at Alex Carew, AlexKaru. I really enjoyed doing this with you guys. Look out for new things. I'm going to have a lot of new information coming your way, a lot to offer you. If you like kettlebells as much as I do, I can't wait to share this passion with you. You guys enjoy your Halloween. Have a great, great day, great weekend, wherever you are in this world. Instagram, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great one. Thanks for joining. And then great workout. Enjoy. Thanks for joining, guys.